Hi, I'm Sierra Morris and this is Chuck and the Chicks. In this video, I'll be talking about 3 seasonal changes your flock might be experiencing in the month of August. The dog days of summer are here in the Midwest. While there are still plenty of hot days ahead on the homestead, I'm already beginning to prepare my flock for the changes the fall season is going to bring. Depending on your region, your chosen breed of chicken, and the purpose of your family flock, you may be seeing some of these changes too. Many regions are still experiencing dangerously high temperatures, and I made a great video about how to prepare your flock for heat waves. If you're still experiencing heat waves in your area, I'll be sure to include the link for that video below in the description. Your flock may begin molting. Molting is a natural annual process where chickens shed their damaged feathers and grow a new pristine set of feathers in order to have adequate protection for harsh winter temperatures ahead. Molting can vary drastically even between chickens of the same breed and in the same flock. Age, breed, overall health and nutrition, and other factors will all impact the severity and duration of molt. The molting process can last anywhere from 1 to 4 months depending on the individual chicken, their health, and other environmental factors. Molting typically progresses in patches, starting at the head and working its way through all of your feathers on the chicken. While extremely unsightly, this is a totally normal and natural seasonal process. Minimize or refrain from overhandling your chickens during molt, as pin feathers can be painful for your chicken and handling could also damage newly forming feathers. Don't intervene in the molting process, as trimming, pulling, or interfering could actually halt the molting process or cause severe health issues for your chicken. Support your chickens with excellent nutrition that's high in protein. During molt, I add fly larvae, grubworms, and all flock feed to my chicken's regular diet. Provide a free choice calcium supplement. I use oyster shell in a free choice dispenser, and an accessible poultry bath are all ways to help your flock progress through molt as quickly as possible. If this is going to be your first fall and your first molt with your first flock, I have a whole video just about molting that goes over all the things you need to know and ways that you can support your chicken during the molt process. I'll be sure to include the link for that video below in the description. Your flock's egg production may naturally begin to wane. Molting and shorter days mean your flock may begin to slow down on their egg production. This is totally natural, as your chickens' bodies will begin prioritizing replacing their feathers in anticipation of the winter season ahead. Shorter days and cooler nights may signal your flock, especially if they're a heritage breed, to slow their laying process. Egg production is linked to the length of the natural day and sunlight, so as the days become shorter, your flock will naturally lay fewer eggs. I do not recommend using artificial light to manipulate your flock's laying cycle, as this can reduce their lifespan by as much as half, as well as cause other health issues like egg binding and even death. Instead, now is the time to begin to preserve your extra eggs for long-term use over the winter, so you can enjoy fresh eggs from your flock all winter long, even as your flock goes on their natural winter break. I created a whole video about preserving your eggs for long-term winter use. I'll be sure to include the link for that video below in the description. You may have flock members ending or beginning episodes of broodiness. Broodiness is when a hen's hormones change in anticipation of having chicks, and the hen experiences full body and mental changes to prepare her for motherhood. Some breeds of chicken are more prone to broody behavior than others. If you don't have a rooster, your eggs will not be fertile and viable to hatch. This fact will not stop some hens from attempting to hatch eggs regardless. You'll notice your hen is protective of her nesting area. She's sitting for hours on eggs, and she puffs up, becoming defensive when she's approached. If you're not intentionally trying to hatch eggs, it's advisable to end the broody episode, because hens will neglect their own personal health in favor of hatching behavior, meaning they won't groom, eat, or drink enough water. A minor broody episode can be ended by gently lifting the hen off of the nest and placing her far away from the nest in direct sunlight. Severe episodes may require isolation, where the broody hen is kept in a pen or enclosure with her own food, water, and grit somewhere safe for 24 to 48 hours until the broody episode is past. Without the option to nest, the brooding hormone should naturally dissipate. You can also discourage broodiness by collecting your eggs promptly on a daily basis to remove the temptation for hens to sit on them. Broodiness shouldn't be treated as a behavioral problem, and it is in fact a desirable trait, especially if you would eventually like to try hatching your own chicks at home. Treat broody hens with patience and utilize an isolation plan if necessary. I do in fact have a few broody hens in my own flock that I'll probably have to put in isolation so they're not going through broody episodes as winter is coming on. If you would like to see more about that process and for me to create a whole video just about broody hens, let me know in the comments below if this is something that would be useful to you. What is August like where you are in the world? What sort of changes do you see happening in your flock? Share experiences from your own flock, what it is like where you are right now in August, all over the world. Share your experiences below in the comments so we can all learn and grow together from all the different experiences we're having with our different chickens, flocks, and different kinds of flocks all over the world. Small flocks and small gardens can save the world. Every flock grown in the presence of a family with love, every garden and container garden makes the world a better place. Thank you for everything you're doing here with me on the channel, and thank you for everything you're doing with your own flocks, gardens, and container gardens all over the world. Thank you to all of my current, new, and long-term subscribers. My purpose is to share information about backyard chickens and homesteading with as many people as possible, but I couldn't do that without all of you. Thank you for everything you're doing here with me on the channel, and thank you for all of your support. We would love to have you as part of our flock. Lots of love from our coop to yours. See you next time.